Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
Let us solve today's DC using Python programming language. The program must accept integer n and n person names for each second. Okay, sorry. If the name of a person is repeated more than one time, then from the second occurrence of the name must be concatenated with the occurrence count. Finally, the program must print the revised name as output. The program must accept integer n and n person names as input if the name of a person is repeated more than one time, means then from the second occurrence of the name must be concatenated with the occurrence count. Finally, the program must print the revised name as the output. Now let us consider for our test case. Here in this test case, n is equal to 10 and we are having 10 names here. So first hectare will be printed because it occurs for the first time. Similarly, Bablu will be printed because it also occurred for the first time. Next, Nancy, Bhuvana, Kevin will be printed because these names are occurring for the first time in our given test case. So let's copy and paste, and after Kevin we can see that Bablu. So Bablu which is present for the second time, so we have to print name plus we have to concatenate the presence, so 2 should be added to our name. So Bablu 2 will be printed. And next name Nancy, we can see that Nancy is also present for the second time, so Nancy 2 will be printed. Next Bablu, here we can see that Bablu is presented here for the third time, so Bablu 3 will be printed. And Anita, which is present for the first time, so Anita alone will be printed. And at last Bablu, which is presented here for the fourth time, 3 2, so 4, so Bablu 4 will be printed. So this will be our required output. Now let us consider for our another test case. In this test case, n is equal to 7 and we are having 7 names. First John will be printed because it occurs for the first time. Next similarly Oliver, and the next Oliver, so Oliver 2 will be printed. Next Oliver 3, next Oliver 4, and similarly Oliver 5, and at last John is present for the second time here, so John 2 will be printed. So this will be our required output. Now let us implement our logic using Python 3. First we will get the integer n as input. So input of integer n. Next let us have a dictionary named person which will store the names along with their count. And now let us iterate over the for loop for n times. So for CTR which ranges from 1 to CTR of n plus 1. So inside the for loop, let us get the name from the user input.strip. So after getting the name, let us add it to our dictionary with the count. So person of name equal to person dot get of name comma 0 plus 1. So in this line, the person of name inside the dictionary will be added, and if the name is for the first time means this get name will return 0, and finally it will be added with 1 because it has been occurred for the first time. So if it is occurred for the second time means it will be incremented again, so it will become 2. Now after adding the name to the dictionary, we have to print name comma end with no space end argument, and if the person name is greater than 1 means, that is the person name's count is greater than 1 means, we have to print the count. So print person name comma end is equal to space, and finally we have to print a new line here. So because you have to concatenate them if it is present more than one time with their occurrence. So we are getting the name and adding it to the dictionary with its count and printing the name, and by using our condition if person name is greater than 1, we are printing their occurrence too. This will be our required code.